Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Happy Monday, you guys. Today is Monday. It's the beginning of the week. Oh my God. So, you guys know I got 6 babies, right? 4 of my children actually started school today. Now, they live in a different school district than I live in. You know what I'm saying? That whole split 50-50 whatever kind of thing going on. So, they started school today. I have my one other baby that starts school on Wednesday. When I tell you guys this last week, it's been hectic, to say the least. It's been hectic, you guys. Let me know what you guys are doing for you parents out there who are getting your babies. I know some of you guys said that your kids are already in school. Let me know, has it been hectic for you? Has it been a smooth transition for you? I know there was a couple of you that said you were going to do virtual. There were some of you that were saying you were going to let your kids go back to school. Yeah, it's just been a lot. But anyway, let's jump right into it. So there was actually a lot of information. We're going to be talking about all the possibilities today. We're going to be talking about all the maybes today, okay? You guys know I don't like to tell you anything is for sure unless I know it's for sure. And for sure to me means it's approved, signed, sealed, delivered, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's it. Now, jumping right into it, I did find a couple of resources for children of veterans and veterans itself. So I did want to go over that for you guys. You know, I don't speak a lot about veterans on my channel, and it's not on purpose, you know. But at any rate, let me see. Where is the article here? I don't want my papers to fly off. Hold on one second. I just saw it. There's also a lot more information regarding school supplies and stuff. A lot of you guys didn't really speak up for that. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about, now this actually came out 4 days ago. If you guys have already heard of this, you know it's okay, but it says veterans begin processing, the VA begins processing disability claims for conditions related to burn pit exposure. Okay, now I'm not exactly sure what that is. I know that it has something to do with time spent in certain areas outside of the U.S., and if you were exposed to certain chemicals, then they have started to process payments for that. It says, according to the VA, benefits to service in Southwest Asia includes Iraq, Kuwait, I hope I'm saying that right, Saudi Arabia, the neutral zone between Iraq and Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Bahrain, Qatar, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates. I don't really know what that is. There's a whole lot. I'm just going to try to link this, but there's quite a few places. If you guys are veterans, you guys most likely already know what I'm talking about. The Gulf of Aden, the Gulf of Oman, the Persian Gulf, the Arabian Sea, the Red Sea, and the airspace above these locations. It says this is life-changing news for countless American veterans who are relying on the VA to provide benefits for illnesses incurred while serving our country. This is coming from the Senator Gillibrand, who is chair of the Senate Armed Services Personnel Subcommittee. Okay, more than 3 million service members could have been exposed to toxic burn pits, and starting this week, the VA has taken a critical step towards removing the burden of proof on veterans suffering from 3 types of respiratory illnesses. While this is a great first step, we still have work to do. Congress must pass a full presumptive benefits for warfighters exposed to burn pits and other toxins Act 2. So that's what it's called. It's called the Presumptive Benefits for Warfighters Exposed to Burn Pits and Other Toxins Act, to cover the true cost of war and to get veterans the full spectrum of care they need. Okay, so it goes into history, talking about certain things. I really don't want to get into all that. I just kind of want to give you guys my favorite saying, which is the meat and potatoes of what this means. It says this marks the first VA decision to add presumptive illnesses related to those burn pits. Okay, the bill would create a presumptive service connection for over 20 categories of diseases, including asthma, and streamline the process for veterans to obtain benefits from the United States Department of Veterans Affairs. According to the VA records, roughly 3.5 million veterans have been exposed to the burn pits that emit toxic fumes and carcinogens into the air. Okay, so move on. I thought I saw something that was a bit more relevant in this. Both bills include provisions from, okay, so there's 2 bills here. Hold on, you guys. I'm kind of scamming through. That's pretty much all the information here. For some reason, I thought there was a bit more. Maybe that's the other article that I'm thinking about. But it says the presumptive benefits for war fighters exposed to the burn pits and other toxins act would remove the burden of proof, which I think is a good thing, because a lot of the times, not even with just veterans, but just in general, whenever there is some type of benefit, you always most likely have to provide some type of proof. If it's an illness, they want you to provide proof of the illness, and sometimes you can't get that. You know what I mean? To be perfectly honest, I feel like a lot of these doctors out here don't know what they're doing, hence why they have malpractice insurance, while it's called their practicing medicine, because that's literally what it is. They're basically giving us cocktails of different medications, hoping that one of them works, but they don't really know which one is going to work for everybody individually, and it also depends on that person's individual body and how well their body responds to the medication. Okay, so I do think that that is a good step in the right direction. I would absolutely love to get more information about this, but I did think that this was something that was important for those of you guys who have, or who are in this situation, who were in this situation, who was having difficulty getting your benefits, just to let you guys know that they are working on it. I know that we would much prefer for them to do it at a faster pace, and as it clearly states here, they have much more work to do, but the fact that they are addressing this at all, to some extent, to me, is, you know what I'm saying, it makes a difference. It says from veterans, hold on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Instead, the veteran would only need to submit documentation that they received a campaign medal associated with the global war on terror or the Gulf War, and they suffer from a qualifying health condition. So you will need proof, but it's not going to be medical proof. They're basically saying that you would need this medal. I hope that information was useful to some of you guys, but the one that I'm trying to find, here it is right here. Now, this is financial assistance available to eligible children of veterans. Now, most times when you are a child of a veteran, if you yourself are a veteran, you've most likely shared this information with your children or your dependents. But just in case this is something that you did not know about, it says, as the school year approaches, the Department of Military and Veteran Affairs wants eligible children of veterans to know that the Educational Gratuity Program provides financial assistance for those attending post-high school education or training at an approved institution in the Commonwealth. Now, I think this is state specific. It says, we recognize that the pandemic has posed financial challenges for many of us, and that includes the military community. This is coming from, I don't know what this is, somebody, the Deputy of General Veterans Affairs, okay? This is why we like to remind veterans and their family members of financial assistance they might be eligible to receive, such as educational gratuity. We encourage everyone who meets the criteria to apply for this benefit now, okay? The program supports children of honorably discharged veterans who have 100% service-connected disabilities and served during a period of war or armed conflict, or children of veterans who have passed on or died in service during the same period. Okay, to be eligible, a child of a veteran must be between the ages of 16 and 23, living within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania 5 years prior to the application, and must attend a school within Commonwealth. All applicants must have a financial need. Payments will not exceed $500 per term or semester per qualified child to each approved educational institution over a total of 8 terms or semesters, okay? To apply, they want you to contact the County Veterans Affairs Director in the county that you reside in, okay? So you want to go to the County Veterans Affairs Director, most likely add that into the search bar in your search engine, and apply in your county, okay? That's all the information that they're giving for that so far, but this is for Pennsylvania, and you must live in Commonwealth, okay, and have lived there for 5 years prior to the date that you plan on applying for this, okay? So that's all I have for veterans. Now, some other stuff that I'm just going to kind of talk about off the top of my head. I know that they did try to get this infrastructure bill going on. It says the $1 trillion infrastructure bill awaits final vote after Senate breaks filibuster, shuts down debate. It says the Senate voted to break a filibuster Saturday and advance a massive $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package after months of furious negotiations, clearing a major hurdle for President Joe Biden's agenda, even as it will soon face an uncertain future in the House. It says 18 GOP senators joined Democrats to shut down debate on the bill Saturday afternoon. Senators are confident the bill will pass, but it's now just a matter of how long that takes With the exact timing of the final vote still unclear, Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced on the floor Saturday that the Senate will reconvene Sunday at noon to resume consideration of the bill. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some information about this. I haven't looked into it further because the reality is, to me, honestly, I really don't care. Infrastructure has a lot more to do with technology, roads, buildings, more local and state government funding versus stuff that's going to actually go to the people. I know that everyone's curious about what's going on with another stimulus. As of right now, I don't think that there's going to be another stimulus. Yes, we know that there's a petition that's floating around that has almost reached its goal of 3 million signatures, but there is still no indication from the White House whether or not they're going to take that into consideration. I know that there has been some proposals on it. I did speak to you guys about one where they want to give $1,200 and then $600 for adults and then $600 for dependents. However, it's just a proposal. Nothing has come from the White House signaling that they are in favor on either side of the board, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. There has been no indication on either side whether they're going to move forward with another stimulus bill. Okay, so I want you guys to be aware of that because a lot of people are using these terms, stimulus terms, to get you guys to engage with whatever it is that you may be reading or viewing. Okay, so as far as I know, this is just all talk. Nothing has been brought to the table, so to speak, and they're having serious conversations about it like they're doing with this infrastructure package. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I have seen some articles and notifications regarding the unemployment insurance. Now, for most of you guys, if you don't know who are still getting it, it is supposed to end on September 4th. So for a lot of you guys, you may only be receiving 2 more checks, and then after that, it is going to be gone, especially for those of you who are receiving benefits that have to do specifically with the past 2 stimulus packages that were passed for PUA benefits, or I think it's PEUC benefits. Those types of benefits for independent contractors and things of that nature are most likely going to end September 4th. Now, I do know that President Biden kind of was considering it, but there's still no indication from the press conference that I saw with, I think the White House Secretary Jen Psaki, whatever her name is. She said that he's considering it, but either way it goes, he hasn't made a decision one way or the other. He hasn't decided whether he's going to let it expire. He hasn't decided whether he's going to extend it. I know previously he had talked about letting it expire and he was okay with that. But considering all the things that have been changing as of right now, like I've seen some other articles where they're talking about single moms, or where they should say single parents in general, because I know there's some fathers out there that's busting their butts with their children. Single parents are struggling because daycares and schools are closing back down, obviously because of the new variant that's going around. And there's another variant that I heard about that's completely resistant to the vaccination. So, only time will tell. I don't know if there's going to be another shutdown in our near future. Again, that's something else that came from the White House. They're signaling that they are not thinking about shutting down the economy once again, but who knows? I guess it really just depends on how bad they're willing to let it get with the new variant, or with the variants in general. It's all dependent on how much of a chance they're willing to take at this point. How bad do they want it to get before they decide to shut down again? Or even if it does get bad, do they think that it's necessary to shut down again? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think that they will. I think that most likely they will start limiting things, and probably keep it really, really strict and severe in certain situations in certain states where the cases are rising really high and really fast. Meaning, maybe they'll cut down on how many people can be at a movie theater. Okay, maybe they'll shut down movie theaters. Maybe they'll shut down gyms. Maybe they'll shut down certain businesses. I don't know. You guys know I'm rambling right now. I just want to let you guys know, just be aware of the information that you're getting out there. I try to give you guys my opinion for those of you who like hearing my opinion, but at the same time I try to give you guys facts. And the reality is, nobody knows. Nobody on YouTube knows. Nobody knows what's really going to happen, what they're going to say from the White House. Only thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt is that I have not seen anything to indicate that there is going to be a 4th stimulus. Okay, that's just what it is. Whether or not they can change their mind in the future, of course, absolutely, they can change their mind at any moment and say they want to give everybody $5,000 a month if they want to, but nobody knows if that's going to happen. So I'm going to say, for now, the only thing that we can hope and rely on that has been pretty consistent is the resources that I've been talking about, the pandemic EBT, the emergency SNAP. I do also believe that I saw some information regarding those resources, meaning that they're possibly going to try to extend it, but again, nobody really knows. Okay, so as always, you guys, I will keep you updated on that information as it becomes available. But yeah, this next package that they're trying to pass, I know for sure that this next infrastructure package or this infrastructure package doesn't have anything to do with stimulus whatsoever. I know they've been going back and forth. I've seen some articles where it's 1 point some trillion dollars, and then I've seen some where it's 3.5 trillion dollars. I mean, they're like this article says, they've been going back and forth. They've been upset with each other. This side wants this side wants that. You know, it's a lot going on. So the only thing we can do is just wait for that article with the stamp that says something that has been approved, and then go from there. Okay, now I did not get a chance to check emergency SNAP benefits for the month of August. I did check, when was it? I think I checked it yesterday. So I am checking it now. Let's see here. So as of right now, the only states that have been approved currently for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of August, I'm not going to give you the payouts because I don't want this video to be extremely long. Alabama, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. I want to check one more site really quick just to see if California has been approved for what is it called, for emergency SNAP. For California, for what month was it? July? Was it July? Yeah, for July, you should have gotten your benefits on August the 8th. Now, I know in a previous video I had actually said August the 7th because that's what it said on the USDA website, the United States Department of Agriculture. But this other site that I checked, which I'm actually getting ready to check right now, actually said August the 8th. So you guys should have gotten it. So check your cards, okay? I just want to do a quick check right now just to see, like I said, if we have been approved for August. But I'm looking on another site. This is not the USDA website, just to see if they have updated. Okay, so nothing has been updated on this site either for August benefits, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see if California does actually get approved for that. So far, we're not on the list for receiving any additional benefits for emergency SNAP for next month, okay? But on that note, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys. I will continue to keep you guys updated. You know I'm going to continue to give you guys the real because I don't know how to be anything else. On that note, you guys, I'm going to say remember to live, love, and elevate. Definitely stay hydrated, stay safe. Remember to social distance, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Oh, one more thing, you guys. Quick PS. So, I have just signed up for some subscriptions for makeup. If you guys had noticed, I've been wearing a little bit of makeup in some of my videos. I'm kind of trying to get into the whole idea of, I guess, embracing my more feminine side, because I've always been more of a tomboy at heart. But let me know if you guys want me to do some videos sometimes of me unboxing my subscriptions for those of you guys who like makeup. If you don't, that'll probably be a once a week type thing, and you guys know it's a choice. You don't have to watch it before. I know you guys are going to spam the comments and say, that's not what I come to you for. That is absolutely fine, honey. You do not have to watch those videos if you don't want to. I'm thinking of maybe doing this once a month, literally, because I only get one box a month. So I don't think that me doing one video a month on makeup subscriptions is going to affect the full aspect of my channel content. But you guys let me know what you think nonetheless down below in the comment section. I will definitely see you guys in the next video. As always, I'm going to say it to you again, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I got to get out of here, you guys. Peace.